Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. My name is Z, and this video is for you. If you have ever dreamt of skin that is like glass, but also it shines, it reflects the moon, and your makeup applies so smoothly that it feels like you're an artist because your skin is the canvas. Because you are in luck, because today I'm going to share all my skincare secrets and I'm going to share with you all the little tips and tricks in order to have the best skin possible, even as you age. My name is Z, and I have loved skincare for the longest of time. I've had a skincare routine since I was about 14, and I say routine. And I'm currently 35. I'm turning on 36 very soon. I have been getting a lot of comments, a lot of compliments on my skin in person, but also on videos and contents and stuff that I filmed. And I don't want to jinx myself, so this is a Moroccan thing, I think. I got asked if I had any Botox or any fillers done, and the answer is no, I did not. But that's because my philosophy is to let my skin do its own thing and just try and give it the best support that I can. So there's nothing wrong with getting Botox done or having fillers. At the moment, at the age I'm at, I've decided not to do anything. I might do something in the future, who knows? But for me, it was really important as I grew and also as I got older, as I got used to my skin and to being in my skin and to being with my skin, to kind of understand it a little bit more. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how you can make sure that your skin can do its own thing and hopefully then get the best glass skin that your skin is capable of. Your skin is like a teenager. That might sound a little weird. Does that sound weird? Maybe. Your skin is like a teenager. You want to force it to do things, and the more you force it to do things, the more it doesn't comply. And the more you force something down its throat, the more it doesn't want to do it. Our skin is literally kind of rebelling against us the more we force it to do things. And I'm looking down because I have my notes in here. So I really want to make sure that I don't forget anything when we talk about skin, because our skin is really the largest organ we have. That's a fact. But one thing we tend to forget is that the rest of our body, the skin is covered and it has the potential or the ability to kind of hide if it needs to. Our face is literally the first thing that hits the world, that is out there, whether it is in the sun, in the cold, in the humidity, in the like if there is pollution, things like this. All of it, our face is actually the first one to feel it. And our hands. We tend to forget our hands, but we're talking about face today. I think it's quite fair for our skin to be temperamental, and it is quite fair for our skin to be sensitive, because it is the one that gets protected the least. When it's -10 outside, we wear layers and layers and layers and layers. But rare is it when we wear a full face cagoule, for example, in order to hide it or in order to protect it. I had a lot of discussions with my best friend about skincare and about, I was into the train of, I just need to use this product and use this product and use this product. And then there was one day where my best friend said something that really kind of clicked in my head, where it was, my skin is the best when I do anything, when I leave it alone. Literally, don't even apply moisturizer. Like, at the time, I was so product crazed that I didn't even realize that actually, yeah, we need to leave our skin alone. She needs support, but she also needs time to breathe, time to relax, and time to just be. The best starting point to know exactly what your skin needs is to do a little test. This is really simple, nothing big. Everything I'm going to share today is really simple, really to the point, and nothing really complicated, I would say. So when you take a shower or when you wash your face, leave your face alone. It's very normal to come out of the shower and you directly want to do your skincare. You directly want to take care of it because, oh my God, all the like the pores are open. This is the opportunity to put everything that I need to do. Leave it alone. Give it a break. Leave it. Let it be. And wait for 30 minutes to an hour. See what your skin is like without anything on it. Does it already get oily? Is it fine? Like you're like, oh, actually, I don't feel a difference. Is it so dry that you feel like it's tight and it's pulling? Because these are indicators of what your skin actually needs, right? You need to think about it in a way of, does it have a lot of oil already? Then how can I make sure that it's balanced and it's controlled rather than over the top, right? And I mean, if you are in a cold climate and your skin is getting too oily, then maybe it is actually your skin's way of reacting to the weather. In the same vein, your skin is a diva. Divas know what they want. And this is what I mean by a diva. Your skin knows exactly what it wants. It knows how much it wants of it, what it wants, but just like divas, she will never tell you what she wants. You need to experiment, and she will react appropriately to the things that she likes, and she will react appropriately to the things that she doesn't like. So my recommendation is always, whenever you can, try travel size products of the products that you want to have. Try smaller products. Try sample size products if it's possible. That will allow the time for your skin to actually try something, be like, is this really what I need? Is this really what I want? Yes, no. And then it's really hard, especially if you get big products, then it's like 10, 50 euros plus sometimes. And it feels a little bit like a waste of money. So if you can't get smaller products and you end up buying a bigger product, just stop if your skin reacts. One huge mistake I used to do before, and I think a lot of us maybe make it, is I'm like, I spend the money on this product, I have to use it. Like, you need to get in line. And our skin are divas. They're not gonna get in line. The more you put it on, the more damage it's gonna be, and the more issues you're gonna have. You can always use the product somewhere else. You can use it on your arms, you can use it on your hands, you can use it on your chest, you can use it on your bum, on your legs. And it is also really important that when you try a product, you like it, your skin likes it, then it's super duper important that you give it time to adapt. And that's because you need a little bit of an alternate time, let's say. What I like to do is when I buy a new product and I know that my skin is liking it or is gonna like it, then for 1 to 2 weeks, I use it at the same time as my current routine that is almost ending. I just decide, do I want to use it every other day? Or do I want to use it, for example, as a morning skincare, and then my usual normal skincare before it ends, then I use it at night. So if I'm replacing my moisturizer, then I'll start that about 1 to 2 weeks before. If I'm starting a new toner, then I'm going to do the same. If I'm starting a new active, so something that is a little bit more potent, I'm just gonna try it a couple of times a week, maybe one time, maybe every 3 days or so, just to make sure that I'm not introducing something to my skin that is too intense. And to also give the time to my skin to adapt. And divas like change, but they also need time. Your skin is allowed to say no. No means no in human form, but also no means no when it comes to your skin. Your skin is allowed to say no because if it doesn't like something, the more you use it, it will not change the outcome. I've said this before and I will say it again. No means no. As much as it hurts, my skin never adapted. I went once to France And I bought all of these like super duper viral products on TikTok. I got the La Roche-Posay Cica cream. I got another Cica thing also from La Roche-Posay. I got the retinol cream, the A50 or A33 or something like this. I got a different cream. I got 4 different things. And that 6 months was the hardest time for my skin, because I was like, oh, but it just needs time to adapt. Honestly, like the La Roche-Posay cream, I've put it on my face and then it just burns. And I'm like, oh, it's fine. It will get used to it. No. I have done more damage in that 6 months than I have done ever in my life of using skincare. Skin says no. If it feels any type of way, stop. Your skin says no, and no means no. And the more time you use a product that is damaging your skin, the more damage you make, and the harder it is to come back from that damage. Your skin needs love. A lot of the narratives we see on TikTok, I think for the past couple of years, there was a huge craze around actives, exfoliation, retinols, different types of actives. And I am of a big believer, I'm a huge believer in the fact that your skin needs love, and gentle is better than rash or better than harsh. Which one is it? Rash is fast. So, or impulsive. So maybe it's harsh. Yeah. So, and there was this huge, let's say, I think someone was like, let me pick an insecurity and let me ride with it. Because they were like, oh, all the problems that are coming from your skin are because you are not exfoliating enough, and you are not doing this, and you are not doing this. Well, thanks, I guess. No, 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 no. Your skin will let you know when it is ready to be exfoliated. Basta. Like, the only thing that you need to listen to is, or you need to see with your eyes, is your skin flaking. You have like micro, little, light, little teeny tiny flakes. Yeah, time to exfoliate. You have nothing. Your skin is smooth. Leave it alone. You touch your skin and it's red. Leave it alone. Exfoliation is a form of care. Of course you need to exfoliate, but I used to exfoliate like 3 times to 4 times a week. I had an on-the-clock routine. Like 3 times a week, I would use like these pads that I had. And honestly, that was the worst idea ever, because who told me or who influenced me? Everybody. I was like, oh, I need to do more. But my skin wasn't absorbing. My skin wasn't recovering. Like, as I said, our face skin is the most sensitive out there. It's the most diva-like. If you keep on pushing it to do things, it will not do it. So the more I exfoliated my skin, the harder it was to put anything else on it. It wasn't absorbing my skincare. It wasn't calming down. Putting makeup on was not good, because I just started having these little bumps on my face, and I started to be more insecure, and then I started to exfoliate more, because I was like, why are there these things? Maybe it's buildup. Buildup of what? I haven't left anything on my skin for there to be a buildup. And if you do the same, probably neither do you. So, as a rule of thumb now, I wait for my skin to tell me when it needs to be exfoliated. I have said this on my TikTok. I have said this on this channel, and I will say this until the end of my days. And if possible, I can come back and haunt the world and say it out loud. Gentle skincare is the best skincare. Nothing can be achieved with your skin if you're being harsh with it. Nothing. 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 Like this, I don't know, can you see? Nothing. Zilch. Zilch can be achieved. And I have seen the best results on my skin when I was gentle. When I've used harsh ingredients in gentle ways. I use retinol. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't use it. I use it. But I use it in small quantities. I use it sparsely. And I use it whenever I feel like my skin needs a little pick-me-up, or on a less than regular basis. Maybe twice a week if I'm really like, maybe 3 times a week if I'm like really pushing it. But my skin has been really reacting positively at gentle is best rather than harsh and conquering, because that didn't work, right? So in general, I have put a lot more attention in terms of what is hydrating, what is moisturizing. Is it a serum? Is it a toner? Is it a moisturizer? Is it a good sunscreen as well? All of these things are things that helped my skin get better, right? And it could be that your skin is not a water skin. Maybe you don't like watery things. Maybe your skin doesn't react, doesn't absorb. Maybe your skin is an oil thing, right? So I believe that if your skin is oily, you shouldn't shy away from oil. You shouldn't shy away from moisturizing. You need to find the moisturizer for you. You need to find the oil for you, because there is. Last but not least, your skin changes and so do you. I have seen people on the internet, and I have talked to people that are like, I've been using the same product for the last 10 years. I'm not gonna change it. I'm sorry, but side eye. Like huge side eye. Because why are you telling me that you're expecting your skin to stay the same as if you were 15? You mature, you're not 15. Why would your skin be 15? It might look 15, but it might not be 15. One thing that I used to do, and I did a little bit less sparsely or a little bit more conservatively this year, is changing my skincare. And I recommend that every season, if you live in a place where seasons are very pronounced, or every 6 months, 4 to 6 months, to do the test that we talked about in the beginning. To retest your skin, as in wash it off, leave it alone, see how it reacts. Because our skin reacts to everything. It reacts to the sun, to the humidity, to the heat, to the cold, to the pollution. It reacts to pollen. Like, my skin in allergy season is not great. It's suffering, it's red, it's irritated. It's so bad. It is so bad. But I try and find things that are more gentle, moisturizing, appeasing, calming, because my skin becomes sensitive in pollen season, right? And I don't live somewhere where it's too cold, so I generally like to have a thick moisturizer. But if I, for example, lived in the north, or if I lived somewhere where it snows really a lot in the winter, and you get -15 degrees, -10, -12, -20, I would get the thickest moisturizer I can find and slabber it all over my face, because I know that my face gets super dry in the winter. So make sure that you're rethinking about the skin needs that you have. Every so often, your skin changes, you change, your hormones change, your diet changes, your habits change. A lot of things are impacting your skin. So make sure that you keep that in mind when you are putting the effort to build your skincare. And yes, I am not recommending products. Not because I don't have good products, but because I really think that skincare is a journey. You need to find what works for you. I will share my skincare routine. I will share the products that I use, but that's mostly because I want to share the logic of building my skincare rather than sharing the product itself. I hope this transition turned out well. I'm not really good at transitions. These are all the products that I use in my skincare or on my face. And this is everything that goes on my face, except of course for my makeup. But I'm gonna share step by step what I like to do and why. So first of all, I really like to double cleanse. I put makeup, I put sunscreen every single day, because I need to protect my skin from UV lights. And I also like a moisturizing and greasy kind of sunscreen. So I really like to have a cleansing oil because it helps me break down. I used to use a balm, and I used to go sometimes directly with like a foaming, and I found that a foaming cleanser always dried out my skin even more. And sometimes it tended to actually sensitize my skin a little bit more. So when I started using, first I started using a balm cleanser, but it was too messy for my liking and I didn't really enjoy the feeling. I'm a texture person. So I really switched then to oil cleansers. I've tried a lot of oil cleansers. This one is my favorite, but I have like 2 or 3 that are in my rotation. Second step is the gel cleanser or foaming cleanser or whatever, something that is gonna take away the film that was created by this, and that is gonna act as, it's as if, think about it like you're doing laundry. And the first step is spot treatment. So you have like a stubborn little spot, you clean that first and then you do the laundry cycle. So this acts as the laundry cycle. It just takes away anything that is left on my skin. And I really like a gentle cleanser. This cleanser is really disgusting at the moment, but I really like this one. This one is my second one. I always look for gentle cleansers that are maybe based off of aloe vera, of glycerin, just because I want something that is not gonna strip my skin and that is gonna make sure that my skin stays hydrated even after I wash it off. Gentle cleansers that are low pH are generally the ones I tend to gravitate towards. This one is the Jean and Len one. It's also very affordable. I stopped caring about price because price doesn't equal performance. I have 2 different types of toners that I like to use. First one is this one by Mary and May. This is a blackberry complex. It's a cream essence. I really love cream essences. I think I would love cream essences even more in the winter, but I bought this during the summer, so I was just gonna use it. I wasn't gonna start something all over new. And I use this as a first step in 2 layers generally. I do the first layer with a little bit after I wash my face because I really want something that is directly hydrating. I don't want to balance my skin. That's not what my skin needs. So I think about what does my skin need first. And I go with this one a little bit, do like a gentle first layer, like thin, 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 thin. It's basically as if I would be spraying my face with like spray or like a moisturizing spray. Sometimes I do use rose water. This is rose water from Morocco. I love sometimes to use this before I use this, just to kind of rehydrate the skin, because hydrated skin usually absorbs product a little bit better. So I try to do a little bit of this or a little bit of rose water before I do this. That just is like a combo that really works for me. And I feel like my skin is really like, which works fantastically. The second toner that I have is this one, which is a retinol toner. I like this, or I like retinol. I've really liked retinol as a toner format rather than a serum or a cream, because I feel like my skin absorbs it better. And because my skin, generally you also need to put retinol on dry, like super dry skin. So this helps for my skin to absorb the retinol, and then I can put everything else afterwards. So it's 10 out of 10. I really love toner pads in general. They're really convenient. It's also really convenient when you travel. I have like a little travel case, then I can put this in. And sometimes I just take a bunch and I just stick them all over my face. I just wait for them to kind of dry before I put anything else. Then of course I have a moisturizer. I really like this one from Nivea. I mean, this is OG. It's the basic thing. I like it. It's, for me, a moisturizer needs to moisturize. Wow. But honestly, I generally don't look at moisturizers that are like doing a million kind of things. If it has ceramides, it has hyaluronic acid, it has this glycerin and stuff like that, that's more than enough for me. I don't need anything more. I don't want anything more, because the function of a moisturizer is to moisturize. and that would be my recommendation for anybody that decides to take a moisturizer, is find something that moisturizes your type of skin. Is it a gel moisturizer? Is it a thick moisturizer? Is it a lotion moisturizing or a moisturizing lotion? Is it any type of something that has moisturizer in it? That's the function of a moisturizer. That's why for me, it's this. Another month, I had the Round Lab one from Korean skincare. And other months, I think another month I had the Belief one, which was also really good. So yeah. Then if I'm leaving the house right away, generally I would do sunscreen. I mean, self-explanatory. I like, as I said earlier, I like very dewy, very shiny, very moisturizing and hydrating sunscreen. So I generally tend to lean towards those kind of sunscreens. So I'm just using this one from the M, which is our drugstore. I like it. It's cheap. It was like 5 or 6 euros. I don't really have preferences when it comes to like brands and things like this. I really just like a good, simple sunscreen. Do your job, basically. If I'm not leaving the house right away and I have time, then what I do is I do a little bit of extra care under the eyes. And sometimes I do it daily if I'm working from home every day and if I have time. Sometimes I don't. So I'm using this, I mean, you guys can't see probably, maybe a little bit. But this is the Goodall Vitamin C eye gel patches. These are really good. They're very thin under the skin. I want something, I suffer a lot of eye bags, and especially in allergy season. So these really come in handy because then the deep of my eyes, they calm down and then they hydrate, they rehydrate under the skin, under the eyes. So I really like to do this if I'm just staying home before I apply sunscreen later on. Kind of my approach to skincare is like, does my skin need it? Yes. Okay, we do it. What does my skin need? And I really kind of only go towards this or towards any of these products except for the cleansing and moisturizer when my skin needs it, right? If I feel like my skin really needs a kick and needs a little boost, then I do that for it. If not, then I leave it alone. If my skin is doing really well, I leave it alone. This is the logic that I built my skincare with. And this is also the logic that I go when I go shopping. So whenever I think about buying a new product, I look at the ingredients. Does it have moisturizing ingredients, hydrating ingredients? Is it harsh on the skin? Is it gentle on the skin? Is it something that I would use on, I wouldn't necessarily say a baby, but if my skin was tenderized and my skin was super sensitive, would I still use this product on it? And every single thing in this basket is a big yes for that. Thank you if you stayed until the end. I really, really do hope that you found this helpful, that it's gonna inspire you to build a skincare that is tailored to your needs and that is tailored to your skin, and that you take the time to listen to what your skin and to what the diva that you have on your face is saying. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please feel free to support and comment, like, and subscribe on my channel. That would really help my channel grow and I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Cozy love sent your way. Bye.